Children, and what we studied in our last class, we studied about the plants as a source of food and ingredients of a food, as well as the different parts of a plant which are eating as a food. Which parts of a plant we are eating as a food? Stem, root, leaves, next seeds, after that bud. Okay, all these are we are eating as a food. But today we'll study the animals as a source of food. Okay, in a sources of food there are main categories are there, right? So sources of food, there are two categories are there. First one is plants and second one is animals I told. This one I told in the last class only, right? So there is a sources of food is there. So here there are two main categories. First one is plants and second one is animals, right? So here plants as a source of food we already studied in the last class. So today we will study about the animals as a source of food. Okay? How the animals are the source of as a food. Okay? We'll study in this class, and before that I'll ask some questions. Okay, in last class only I told we'll ask the time to answer. You have to be thorough with the whatever things I told in a class, that are you have to be prepared for that. I told in a last class only. Now we'll discuss about the time to answer questions. Then I'll come to know how much you will understand the concept. Okay, so first one is germinated seeds are called. What we call for germinated seeds? What we call for a germinated seeds? Germinated seeds are called as the sprouts, right? The answer is time to answer here. In time to answer, first one answer is what? Sprouts, right? Second one is, first one is germinated seeds are called as the sprouts. Okay. Next one, cloves are the dash of plants. Cloves are the dash of plants. These are the buds of plants. Okay. You have to take your textbook, otherwise you will not understand anything. Okay. Please come to school and take your textbooks, otherwise you will not understand anything. So here I am not writing the questions. Time to answer only I am writing here answers. Okay. So page number 5. Open page number 5. You will get to the questions also. Okay. Otherwise you will not get to know the questions. So please see that questions and answers are I am writing on the book. Understood? Okay. So next, seed one. What the given seed question? Dash are a rich source of proteins. Which are the rich source of proteins? Which are the rich source of proteins? In last class, I written on the board like this, right? Okay, you know that. Tell. What are the rich source of proteins? Pulses. Okay, pulses are the rich source of protein. Next, fourth one is tea and coffee are called what? Tea and coffee are called what? Beverages. Okay, tea and coffee are called as the beverages. Fifth one. What is given a fifth question? Dash add flavor to our food. Dash add flavor to our food. ಯಾವುದು ನಮಗೆ ಫ್ಲೇವರ್ ಕೊಡ್ತದೆ? Okay, which one is giving a flavor to our food? That is nothing but the spices, right? Spices gives the flavor to our food. Okay, so fifth answer is spices. Everyone got the time to answer questions? I hope everyone got this. Next we'll move on to the animals as a source of food. Animals as the source of food. In that, what we study is here. In the plants as a source of food means we food. Even we studied different parts of a plant we are eating as a food, that are nothing but the root, stem, as well as the leaf and birds and seeds. Okay, these are the different part of a plant which we are eating as a food. Okay, so today we will discuss about the animals as a source of food. Animals as a source of animals as a source of food. Okay, see, a variety of food is obtained from animals. Do you know that? Which variety of food obtained from the animals? What are the food obtained from the animals? Think yourself. Which food we are eating from the animals? Which food it is giving? The animals which food is giving? Obviously milk. Okay, cow and buffalo will give the milk, and we are eating chicken, and after that mutton. All those are things come from what? Animals only, right? So here animals are the source of food. Okay, so we are a goat, chicken, fish are some of the sources of the meat, and meat is a highly rich in a protein. Okay, so meat is in a highly rich in a protein. Meat is highly rich in a protein. Meat is highly rich in a protein. And next, what they given here? Hens and ducks are provides the eggs. Right? Hens and ducks provide the egg, and these eggs are called what? Poultry products. Okay? Hens and ducks are giving eggs to us, so that eggs are called what? Poultry products. Okay? Eggs are called poultry products. Okay, I hope you know these things in a before only. So again they given here, we have to study. Okay, so next one is and these are the rich in what? Proteins and vitamins. Eggs are rich in proteins and vitamins. I write it in a bracket. Rich in protein and vitamins. If you want to make a note, you can make the notes in a HW only, but don't write it in a CW. Getting my point? Okay. So next wheel they given as a cows and goats, buffaloes. They give the milk, right? Buffaloes, goat and cow. They give us to milk. And what is they called as that? Milk contains all the nutrients. What are the nutrients? Which there are 5 types of nutrients are there, right? You in your 5th standard only you studied that nutrients. Even I only taught that in your class. So I hope everyone remember that 5 types of nutrients, right? Which are those? Proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, next fats, as well as the minerals, right? So proteins, fats, carbohydrates, next one is vitamins and minerals. These are the 5 types of nutrients which we were studied in the 5th standard only, right? Everyone remembered? Okay, I hope now no one forgotten that 5 nutrients. Okay, because I only taught in that class, in 5th class only you studied that. Okay, so please remember that 5 nutrients. Okay, so again cows, goats and buffaloes are giving here milk to us. That milk is rich in all the 5 nutrients. It is rich in all the 5 nutrients. Okay, not only protein and vitamin. Okay, it is rich in the 5 categories. All the 5 types of nutrients. It is rich in all the nutrients. Okay, so that product is called as what? See here, they are called as the dairy, curd, butter and milk and ghee, cheese. These type of food we are getting from the animals only. So these products are called as the what? These products are called as the dairy products. See here, these are the poultry products. Next one is a dairy product. Dairy products are nothing but a curd, butter and ghee and milk and cheese. Cheese everyone know, right? In a pizza and burger they put a cheese. Everyone like this. Okay, but it is not too healthy for our body. Okay, don't eat a more pizza. Okay, it is not a healthy food. Okay, just to taste it will give a more taste to our tongue, but it is not a good for our health. Keep it in that mind. Okay, so curd, butter, ghee, milk and cheese are called what? These are called as the dairy products. Dairy products. Okay, rich in what? All the nutrients. Rich in all nutrients. These are the rich in the all the nutrients. Okay, next one they given here. Honey is made by the honeybees, right? Honey, of course we know that honey is made by the honeybees and from the nectar of the flowers. What is the meaning of a nectar of flowers here? Nectar of flowers is nothing but a ಹೂವಿನ ಮಕರಂದ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅದು. ಓಕೆ, ಆ ಮಕರಂದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾವು ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ನೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಓಕೆ, so that is from the nectar of flowers. Okay, again here one process is there, regurgitation. Regurgitation means what? Regurgitation. Okay, that honeybee is there, right? Honeybee, it is a suck that nectar from the flower and that nectar transfer to the this what? That honeybee transfer nectar into the honey by the process of regurgitation and store it is in a primary food source in as a honeycombs inside the beehive. Beehive means what? Beehive means is nothing but a one box in which we are we are what? We are sorry, wait. The honey comes inside the beehive in a rearing of a honeybees. Okay, we are rearing a honeybees in a beehive. Beehive means here it is a beehive. Beehive means what? Beehive means it's like a box. Okay, it is one box in which we are rearing a honeybees. Honeybee na navalli saaktidivi anta box ge enta kariತೀವಿ. That box is called as the beehive. Understanding? So this beehive, in this that honeybees transfer that nectar into a honey by the process of what? Regurgitation. Regurgitation. Okay, I'll write what is the meaning of regurgitation. Okay, it is nothing but they given in a last. Okay, to bring a swallowed food up again to the mouth. Okay, to bring a swallowed food again up to the mouth means, see here on the flower that honeybee will sit. Okay, the honeybee will sit on that flower and it will suck the nectar from the flower. Okay, it will suck the nectar from the flower. Okay, it is a intaking. Okay, so intaking of a nectar. Again when it is come to the beehive. Okay, when honeybees are come to the beehive, then again it will what? it will throw that nectar to that beehive, means that is the honey in that. Okay, so that process is called as the what? Regurgitation. Okay, regurgitation. Okay, so regurgitation is nothing but bringing a swallowed up food again to the mouth, means ನಾವು ತಿಂದಿದ್ದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಮೌತ್ ವರೆಗೂ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಬರೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀರಾ? ರಿಗರ್ಜಿಟೇಷನ್. ಗೆಟಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? ಓಕೆ, ತಿಂದಿರೋ ಫುಡ್ ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೇಲ್ಗಡೆ ಮೌತ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಅದನ್ನ ತಗೊಂಡ್ ಬರಬೇಕು. ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಅ ವಾಮಿಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ. ಓಕೆ, so you know about the vomitation, right? So like that it is also same process. Regurgitation is nothing but like that only, but this is the only word using for a honeys. So here also the same thing the honey bees will do. When a honey bees sit on that flower, okay, it will suck the nectar from the flower, and again when it is come to the beehive, okay, beehive is nothing but one box where the honey bees are living in that. Okay, so when it is come to the beehive, then it will again transfer to the as a honey. Okay, so that is the process is called as the what? Regurgitation. Getting my point? Regurgitation. Okay, it is a bring the it is a bring a swallowed food up again to the mouth. Means bring that intaken food up to the again mouth. Getting my point? Which the food we are taking inside, again we have to take that food up to the mouth. That is the process is called as the what? Regurgitation. Getting my point? I hope everyone are getting. And next one we'll move on to the apiculture. What do you mean by apiculture? Apiculture. Apiculture is nothing but a rearing of honeybees in a beehive to get honey is called apiculture. I hope everyone are saying right. See here, apiculture is nothing but a what here? Rearing of a honeybees in a beehive to get the honey is called as the apiculture. Apiculture is rearing of a honeybees. Rearing of a honeybees is nothing but we have rearing means in Kannada what we call ಪಾಲನೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು animals ನ ಸಾಕ್ತಿವಲ್ಲ, ಆಡನ್ನ ಸಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಹೌದಾ, ಹಾಗೆ ಆಕಳುಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವು ಸಾಕ್ತಿವಿ ಹೌದಾ. So like that same thing here happening. That word is called in English rearing. As okay, so rearing of a honeybees in a beehive to get a honey is called as the what here? Apiculture. That process is called as the apiculture. Okay, so apiculture is nothing but the rearing of a honeybees in a beehive to get a honey is called as the apiculture. Getting my point? I hope everyone are getting. Okay, so next we'll move on to the next point. That is nothing but so honey is using as a medical. Okay, in a medical medicines it is used as in a medicines as well as for the food, and it is again used for the sore throat. What is the meaning of sore throat? Sore is nothing but a pain. Okay, so sore is sore. The meaning of the sore word is S-O-R-E. Okay, S-O-R-E. What is the meaning of a sore? S-O-R-E. Sore meaning is pain. Okay, so sore of a throat is nothing but a paining of this throat. Gantala novu irtadalla, that for that we are using a honey as a medicine. Okay, we can use that. So there is a very importance for the honey in our day-to-day life. Okay, So next we'll move on to the what the animals eat. Based on the animals eating a food, we are dividing some categories in animals. Okay, means like in a plant resource of we are divided as a pulses, spices, like that, right? So here also based on the food that animal is eating, we have divided in a which category? How many category? 4 categories. Okay, we'll see which that categories we are made. Okay. Next, now we are seeing the types of animals based on the food. Based on the food they are eating, we categorize them as a 4. Okay, 4 categories are there. We'll see one by one. Based on a food only. Okay, here animals. Here are 4 categories. Okay, 4 categories or 4 types. Both are same. 4 categories or 4 types. Okay, so first one is a herbivorous. Second one is a carnivorous. Third one is a omnivorous. And last one is a decomposers. Okay, so these are the main 4 types of animals based on the food, okay, that are taking inside their body. Okay, so in animals there are 4 categories are there: herbivorous, carnivorous, as well as the omnivorous. Next one is a what decomposers. Okay, so we study one by one. Herbivorous is nothing but a what is the meaning of herb? First one we'll see here, herbivorous. Here herb is meaning, what is the meaning of herb? That is a plant. Next, vorous means it is a eater. Okay, eater means the person which are eating other animal which are eating, that is called as the eater. Okay, I hope everyone understood that meaning. Okay, so here they given here herbivorous is nothing but the herb means plant. Next, vorous means eater. Okay, so next again, so here are the animals which are eating a plant, that are called as the what? Herbivorous. The animals which are eating a plant as the food, only eat as a plant as the food. Okay, it don't eat another animals and all those things. Okay, it will eat only plant. That animals are called as what here? Herbivorous. Okay, next one is a carnivorous. Carnivorous is nothing but a what? Carni means it is a meat, and vorous again is nothing but a eater. Okay. Next to omnivorous. Omnivorous is nothing but a plant as well as the animals. Next one is a decomposers. Is nothing but a fungi and a bacteria which eats dead animals or dead things. Okay, so I'll explain one by one. See here, the first one is a herbivorous. The herbivorous is nothing but a what? Herb means plant. Okay, so next one is vorous means eater. The animals which are eating as a plant as a food, they are called as the herbivorous. What are the example? Cow deer. Okay, so these are the example for the herbivorous. Okay, herbivorous is nothing but what? The plants, sorry, the animals which are eating as a food as a plant. It will eat only plants. Okay, it will not eat a meat. Okay, means meat or animals, then it is called as the herbivorous. Next one is a carnivorous. Carni is nothing but a meat. The animals which are eating other animals, that are called as the what? Carnivorous, like a tiger, lion, these are called as the carnivorous. Next one is what? And again here some the animals like jackals and vultures, they eat dead animals. Which eat dead animals, that are called as the scavengers. Okay, keep it in your mind. The animals which is dead animals, that are called as the what? Scavengers. Okay, so next one is the omnivorous. Omnivorous is nothing but what here? The animals which eat plants as well as the animals. It will eat both the animals as well as the plants. Then they are called as the what? Omnivorous. The best example for omnivorous is what? Bee only, right? All the human beings eat plants also as well as the animals also, right? So these are the example for the omnivorous. Next one is the last one is the decomposers. Decomposers is nothing but it's a very teeny living organisms, is nothing but microorganisms like a bacteria as well as the fungi. All are the what? Microorganisms. So these microorganisms will decompose the dead things. Okay, which the here it is decomposing the dead animals as well as the dead things. So these are called as the what? Decomposers, because it will help to the earth also. Okay, it will help to the nature. It's a very useful. Without decomposers, the plants will not get a proper minerals and proper what? Minerals. Okay, it will soil will not get a proper minerals. For that purpose, the plant also not get the proper minerals. So these decomposers help to the earth to clean the earth. Okay, it will help for the nature also. Okay, so these are the 4 categories which we categorized by the based on the what? Food they are eating as a. Okay, so they are taking as a food. Based on that food, we categorized animals in a 4 categories. First one is the herbivorous, next one is the carnivorous and omnivorous as well as the decomposers. So there are a main 4 type of categories in animals based on the food. Okay, so I hope everyone understood these things, and in next class we'll solve the time to answer questions. Okay, otherwise I'll solve now only. Bacteria and fungi are called as the scavengers. Is it true? Bacteria and fungi are called as the scavengers. Whether it is a true? Of course it is a true. Okay, the scavengers is nothing but the animals which eat the dead animals, that are called as the scavengers. Okay, of course bacteria and fungi are also eating the dead animals only. So they are called as the scavengers. It's a true. Next one is curd is a dairy product. Of course curd is a dairy product, because curd and butter and ghee, all those things are the dairy products. Rearing of a honeybee is called as the apiculture. Yeah, it is also true. Next one, the animals which eat only plants are called as the omnivorous. No, omnivorous is nothing but it will eat both plant as well as the animal. That then only we call as it is as a omnivorous. The animals which eat only plant, they are called as the herbivorous. Okay, so here is it is a false statement. Okay, right, as a false. And activity 6 is a homework for you. Do that homework. Activity 6 is a homework for you people. Please do that homework. Okay, activity 6 is a homework. In next class we'll begin with the how to avoid a wastage of a food. How to avoid the wastage of a food, as well as the after that we'll discuss about the question answers. Getting my point? I hope everyone are understanding. So in this class we studied animals as a source of food. In next class we study the how to avoid a wastage of a food. Okay. After that we'll solve the question answers. Okay. Please be thorough with these concepts up to till class. Okay. Okay. Fine. Thank you. We'll meet in the next class.